is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's Championship.
And here comes the challenger, VST Bianca Belair. 2 years ago here at SummerSlam was the last time Bianca Belair found herself at the top of the mountain as the WWE Women's Champion. Ups and downs over the last 24 months. Tag Team Championship gold. Opportunities slipping through her fingers. But tonight, Bianca Belair finds herself at the cusp of greatness all over again. Victories over Tiffany Stratton, Xia Li, Piper Niven, the list goes on over the last couple of months on Monday Night Raw. Bianca Belair has proven to be a deserving challenger, a top contender for one eradicator, Rhea Ripley, here tonight. But as tough and as rough and as strong and resilient as Bianca Belair is and can be, Rhea Ripley is a completely different animal. Whether you like her or you hate her, you damn well better respect her. Rhea Ripley, although amongst the ranks of the Judgment Day, continues to walk out here alone and defend the championship by herself. Rhea is so confident in what she brings to the table inside of that ring. Rhea has climbed to the top of this mountain, not only in the women's division, but in all of WWE. The personification of a superstar. And that is what Bianca Belair is up against tonight. Rhea Ripley kicking off yet another reign as WWE Women's Champion back in May when she tapped out Liv Morgan at Vengeance. Rhea has retained that gold in a triple threat against Liv as well as Bianca back at King of the Ring, and 5 weeks ago at Money in the Bank turned away a game Bayley in an incredible matchup. Rhea Ripley knows that as the champion, you constantly have a target on your back. And she saw from a bird's eye view Bianca Belair continuing to climb the ranks over the last few months. Bianca becoming an undeniable #1 contender. And now these two top stars of the WWE entirely clash on one of the biggest stages of the year for the most prestigious prize, the WWE Women's Championship. Let us send things down to the ring to Alicia Taylor for your official match introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair. And her opponent from Adelaide, South Australia, the WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
It is hard to ever bet against the Eradicator. But if anybody is as strong, if anybody is as tough, if anybody is at the top of their game in 2024, just as Rhea Ripley is, we'll look no further than Bianca Belair. Rhea the champion, Bianca the challenger. Two top stars of this industry on one of the biggest nights of the WWE calendar for all the marbles here at SummerSlam. Bell has sounded. Referee John Cone officiating this one as the matchup is underway. Test of strength with the collar and elbow in the early going. Should be very interesting to see who sets the precedent in the early moments, and it just may be Rhea Bloody Ripley. Going for the quick pinfall, trying to get this matchup done in a hurry, not just yet. or possibly just trying to get under the skin of Bianca Belair, knowing Bianca wasn't going to go down in those early moments. But as we mentioned, Rhea just trying to set the pace and really defeat Bianca Belair before this matchup even gets going. And that is an interesting note to make. Many a times when Rhea Ripley enters the squared circle, she has her opponent beat mentally before the bell even sounds. I don't know if Rhea Ripley has that advantage tonight over somebody like Bianca Belair, somebody who is a decorated champion. And yes, it has been 2 years since Bianca has held the WWE Women's Championship, but that does not discount what Bianca has been through in her WWE career. All the while, Rhea Ripley is just dishing out some punishment in the first few moments of this matchup, and now heading to the top, going for a splash, and it connects. And it's the 2 count that time. Bianca Belair gets the shoulder up. Bianca has got to try to find a way to shake off the cobwebs and get into this matchup. Rhea, full head of steam, gets caught with a knee. Gets caught again. Bianca just goating the nightmare in that time. I think Bianca was waiting for Rhea Ripley, and that time she caught her. Hanging her up the top rope just enough to create a little distance. And as we mentioned, if anybody is going to match Rhea Ripley's energy, look no further than the EST. Bianca just eating a shot and dishing one right back, and there's a signature splash. First pinfall for the EST of the matchup here. Not going to get the 3 count that easy. You know, Rhea Ripley has had a stranglehold in the women's division for the better part of the last year. She was the 2023 winner of the Women's Money in the Bank contract, went on to cash it in 2 months later to become the WWE Women's Champion. And Rhea Ripley will be the first to tell you that there was a hump in the road back at WrestleMania earlier this year when Liv Morgan upset the Nightmare. But how fast did Rhea Ripley make up for that mistake? Came back in a blaze of glory, ran over the women's division, Bianca included, and tapped out Liv Morgan back at Vengeance months ago to reclaim the gold. All the while, Rhea Ripley was in pursuit of winning back the championship. She came across Bianca Belair, sneak attack on Monday Night Raw, just as Rhea was trying to reestablish herself. That is an attack that Bianca Belair has not forgotten about. You know, this is not the first song and dance in a one-on-one occasion that these two women have met in this calendar year. Remember back in Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca's hometown in the month of May, Bianca became within inches of defeating Rhea Ripley and becoming the women's champion. I think Rhea saw a sense of urgency and started to feel nervous in that matchup. She got Bianca Belair, I should say, counted out and cost Bianca the title on that night. And now all roads lead to tonight as Rhea Ripley continues just to take the wind out of the sails of the challenger. Impressive series of strikes, and powerful at that moments ago by an ever-dominating and ever-intimidating Judgment Day representative in the Nightmare, Rhea Ripley. Bianca had to expect this. Rhea Ripley just trying to dictate the pace. Bianca's just got to do her best to survive and then find ways to thrive. Nice reversal that time. Bianca strutting her stuff, showing the strength. Big time power slam of the champion into the cover. Referee John Cone right there to call that there was barely a count. Rhea Ripley, a tough task to defeat. Liv Morgan was able to do it back at WrestleMania, but many believe that was based off a Rhea Ripley misstep in that matchup. Double Saitos. I'm sure Rhea Ripley is not looking to make the same mistake tonight, this time against Bianca Belair, who is all over Rhea with these powerful maneuvers, excuse us. Power bomb, Rhea Ripley shaken up, heads to the outside. Rhea Ripley's just trying to shake it off. Create a little bit of distance. Bianca Belair might have thought about going to the air, elects against it, as she saw Rhea get into her feet, and this time, once again, by force, sending the champion to the outside of the ring. And now Bianca's got the fire underneath of her. And now the EST taking things over the top rope. The challenger willing to throw it all into caution in the wind tonight, if it means leaving SummerSlam as the women's champion. Bianca on top, drops the hammer. Will that be enough to knock off Rhea Bloody Ripley. Not just yet. Bianca is hanging in there. Rhea Ripley the aggressor in the first part of this matchup, but Bianca has found a way to turn the tables and turn them emphatically. Another power slam there, and they may not be keeping Rhea Ripley down, but you gotta believe the more Bianca continues to stack the offense, Rhea is gonna find it that much more difficult to get to her feet, as speaking of such, she uses those two soles of her boots to knock down Bianca momentarily. Look at Rhea Ripley try to hustle up. Might be being the same story being written right now that we saw back in Monday Night Raw months ago. Rhea Ripley, I'm sure, is not taking Bianca lightly, but maybe feeling a sense of urgency to try to find a way to retain her title. Bianca not looking to allow it, creates a little bit of distance. Rhea halfway across the ring, but the agility of Bianca meets her there. Bianca Belair did not come all this way to get her dreams and her hopes of being champion crushed out by Rhea Ripley. Notice how Bianca continues to stack the offense. Could have went for the pinfall off the crossbody, but instead dishes out a little bit more punishment. Rhea Ripley down. Bianca got a little overzealous. Rhea out of the way and just tackles down the EST. Rhea Ripley looking to implore some punishment on the challenger. She sends her to the outside. Rhea going for a boot, but Bianca again. Massive counter. Saito at ringside. Rhea Ripley's bell has got to be wrong. Bianca Belair not looking to see a repeat of the month of May on Monday Night Raw in her hometown of Knoxville. No countouts tonight. Bianca Belair wants to get it done in between the ropes. Back inside the ring we go. Rhea Ripley might have her eggs scrambled as Bianca sends her into the corner. That was a massive reversal and an extremely effective Saito at ringside. And clearly Rhea Ripley is feeling the effects. Back to the outside we go. Rhea Ripley seems to be leaning on heading to the outside of the ring where she's got that champion's advantage. Anytime Bianca seems to be in control and Rhea feels in trouble. Bianca Belair is not allowing Rhea Ripley to dictate the pace, just as she was in the first few moments of this matchup. Bianca Belair realizes that she has to empty the tank tonight if she wants to become the women's champion. And she's got to get it done in the ring via pinfall or submission. Rhea Ripley with a well-needed counter that time. Bianca Belair set in the corner. Now Rhea Ripley just looking to choke out the life of Bianca. Rhea Ripley has steamrolled over so many opponents when championships are on the line. You look at her title reign prior to WrestleMania, defeating the likes of Becky Lynch, Asuka, Alba Fire, Liv Morgan at one time. Once again defeating Liv months ago. The matchup against Bayley last month, and now Rhea looking to defeat Bianca off the frog splash. Another misstep by Rhea Ripley. Tried to take one out of the page of her Latino Heat, Dirty Dom's book, and it comes back to bite her. Bianca almost had her. Bianca almost had her. It was mistakes out of Rhea Ripley's game plan that cost her the title back at WrestleMania. And it damn well almost happened again. Rhea Ripley trying to recover off the crash and burn. A frog splash that was not delivered on the mark. But a drop kick lands flush. And again, as we've seen multiple times in this matchup, Rhea hustling up into the pinfall. Rhea may be feeling nervous, and we may be seeing that before our very eyes. Bianca still in this matchup. And Rhea Ripley lights out. Boot to the corner. Academic from here. Or maybe not. Bianca still with some lights turned on. Man, did you see that boot in the corner? Any normal human being is getting their lights turned off, but Bianca Belair has just got that different spunk in her. Oh no, Rhea Ripley going for a submission hold. The same submission hold that tapped out Liv Morgan to win the championship months ago. Bianca's in trouble. The legs all kind of tied up. Rhea Ripley using all of her strength, all of her power. But Bianca Belair does the same to get out of the stranglehold. Bianca somehow desperately in this matchup, but she needs to take advantage of the opportunity. Spine buster. We've got a barn burner on our hands here at SummerSlam for the Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley's own momentum sending her over the top rope. Count of one. But Bianca Belair, I'm sure, is not going to let that count get anywhere near 10. Rhea Ripley on the outside, and Bianca comes flying. Belair knows she can only win the championship inside the ring tonight as she sends Rhea back. We have seen a couple of mistakes out of a champion who has been perfect for months on Raw. Will Bianca Belair be able to take advantage? Rhea sent to the corner that time. Bianca Belair, wheels are obviously spinning, sending Rhea Ripley to the top rope, and Rhea's trying to fight back. Whatever Bianca had in mind may come back to haunt her, maybe not. Bianca dishing it right back. The hell is Bianca going for? A couple of elbows now. Rhea Ripley, dazed, confused. Oh my goodness, poison rana off the top by Bianca. Holy hell, into the cover, new champion on the horizon. Not just yet, Rhea Ripley's still alive. When the hell, if ever, has Bianca Belair pulled out a poison rana, and then on top of that, from the very top rope? Rhea Ripley might have survived, but she is not in a position of thriving as Bianca now heads back. A splash of her own that connects unlike Rhea. My goodness, Rhea Ripley is inhumane. Both of these women empty in the tanks. Rhea Ripley is in survival mode and kicked out with instinct. But Bianca Belair now using anything she's got left to dish out some pain and punishment to the champion. Rhea once again rolling to the outside of the ring. Bianca is hot on her tail. Oof. Right to the barricade, misstep by the challenger. You know, we talked about mistakes being a detriment to Rhea Ripley, but what about Bianca? Reversal, German suplex right on the outside of the ring. And now Rhea, with anything left, starting to come unglued, beating the hell out of her challenger. Rhea Ripley back inside the ring, could be looking for a count out or maybe not. Rhea's heading to the top rope. I do not like this if I'm Bianca Belair. Rhea trying to drop the hammer. Bianca sidesteps. Sends the champion back inside the ring before a count of 10. And another slam. Right on the knee. Bianca Belair continues to fight just when you think she's out. And Rhea Ripley's turned the tables. Bianca finds a way to get back into this matchup. There's another well-timed counter by Rhea Ripley, who is looking for another submission hold here. Trying to throw off Bianca Belair's game. Throw a different wrinkle in the arsenal of a woman who may just have her matched. Another counter by Bianca. Off the hip toss, Rhea Ripley has got to be scrambling in her brain, trying to figure out the recipe for success against Bianca Belair, who continues to come alive. Win, lose, or draw, this is going to be one of Bianca's greatest performances yet. The power to take Rhea Ripley out of the corner. Double back breakers to the champion. Bianca Belair has got her eyes locked on the Eradicator. Rhea Ripley's going up. KOD by Bianca Belair. Into the cover. We have a new WWE Women's Champion. Game recognized game tonight. even at her best, Rhea Ripley was matched. The EST, Bianca Belair, scratched and clawed her way back to the top of the mountain. And tonight, her crowning achievement, the new WWE Women's Champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
A war of attrition between Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. But tonight is Bianca's night, as she is your new holder of the hardware. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness! Miss Money in the Bank, Cora Jade! Bianca Belair has got to be spent after the matchup with Rhea Ripley. Cora Jade's picking her spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Money in the Bank is cashing in her contract.
Cora Jade's cashing in. The bell has officially sounded. The WWE Women's title is back on the line. Suicide dive to Bianca Belair. Well, you almost hate to see it. Out of a gutsy, heartfelt performance. And a huge moment for Bianca. Cora Jade cashing in, looking to take advantage of a weakened champion, but Bianca's still got some adrenaline flowing, has still got some fight left in her. I cannot believe this. The championship is on the line. Bianca, Spear and Cora. Can she retain the title? Bianca Belair with a huge moment tonight at SummerSlam, dethroning the Nightmare Rhea Ripley. Cora Jade, however, picking her spot, looking to play spoiler. This is what the Money in the Bank is all about. But Bianca does not give a damn about the contract. Willing to stop at nothing to hold the title. Cora Jade still in this match. My goodness, Bianca Belair doing her damnedest to think on her feet, trying to find a way to keep down Miss Money in the Bank, who is cashing in right here, right now at SummerSlam. These two women jockeying for position. Cora Jade takes down the EST. Will she do it? Will she become the champion? Bianca still alive. Not just yet. Bianca trying to do anything to spoil the rewards that Cora Jade is hoping for. Bianca trying to throw hands. Cora Jade, however, hip toss. Jade coming unglued as she realizes Bianca Belair has still got something left in the tank. Oh no, the EST about to become jaded. Cora into the cover. Cora Jade has become Women's Champion.
Here is your winner, and Miss Money in the Bank, Cora Jade.
You gotta feel for Bianca Belair, a 2-year journey that culminated and went within moments, winning the Women's Championship by defeating Rhea Ripley. But don't hate the player, hate the game. Miss Money in the Bank, Cora Jade, picked her spot right. And we now may be living in the generation of Jade. Cora waltzes in to her first SummerSlam and is leaving Women's Champion of Monday Night Raw. WrestleMania has come and gone, but the aftershock is only beginning. The fallout from the biggest stage has sent shockwaves through the WWE, and now the first battleground of the new season awaits at Backlash. Live from the LDLC Arena in Lyon, France, championships will be defended, rivalries reignited, and scores settled in an unforgiving fashion. The future is now, and the future is coming to France. Who will rise? Who will fall? And who will seize their moment in the chaos? The road beyond WrestleMania kickstarts here at WWE Backlash.